Mind manipulation. Why people are influenced, even when they think they aren't. Ask someone a simple question. Do you think you're easy to manipulate? Most people smile and say, "No, I think for myself." And at that exact moment, social psychology quietly clears its throat, because one of the most uncomfortable findings in psychology is this: the people who are most confident they can be manipulated are often the easiest to influence. David Myers spent years explaining why this happens. Not because people are stupid, not because they are weak, but because they are human. We are not irrational. We are social. Humans are social creatures. That sounds nice, warm, friendly, but it comes with a side effect. Our brain constantly asks one question: what are other people doing? And if many people are doing the same thing confidently, the brain makes a shortcut decision. This must be the right thing. Psychologists call this social proof. Here's a simple example. You walk into a street with two restaurants. One is empty, the other is full. You don't know the menu. You don't know the prices. You don't know the quality. And yet, your legs start moving toward the crowded place. Why? Because the brain thinks, so many people can all be wrong. This shortcut saves mental energy, and the brain loves saving energy. That's why likes matter, reviews matter, followers matter. Everyone is doing it. Works, even when everyone is 5 people and a very enthusiastic algorithm. Authority. The outfit is stronger than the argument. Another powerful influence tool is authority. If someone speaks confidently, wears the right clothes, uses professional language, and maybe stands behind a podium, our critical thinking politely steps aside. Experiments show something uncomfortable. People often trust appearance and confidence more than logic and evidence. A white coat, a title, a microphone, words like experts say, lore, studies show. David Myers explained that the brain loves labels. Authority is a label that says, you don't need to question this person. And once that label is attached, skepticism goes on vacation. That's why we hear phrases like, psychologists agree, scientists have proven, specialists recommend. Which psychologists? Which scientists? Which specialists? The brain rarely asks. It already feels safe. Consistency. The trap of small yeses. One of the sneakiest manipulation techniques is the principle of consistency. It starts small. You agree to something tiny, then something slightly bigger, then something even bigger, and suddenly you're rethinking, how did I end up here? Psychology explains this clearly. People want to appear consistent, to others and to themselves. If I said yes before, saying no later feels uncomfortable. It feels like admitting inconsistency. So the mind says, well, I already agreed. This is why free trials work. Small commitments lead to big ones. Just one click is dangerous. The manipulator doesn't push. They guide. Scarcity. Why? Last chance. Makes us stupid. If you see a message that says, only 2 spots left, your brain reacts before logic has time to wake up. This is the scarcity effect. David Myers pointed out that people want things more when they believe they might lose access to them, even if they didn't care 5 minutes ago. Rational. No. Effective. Extremely. Limited offers. Countdown timers. Last chance. Offer expires tonight. These messages don't improve the product. They pressure the decision. And pressure is the enemy of careful thinking. When time feels limited, the brain switches to fast mode. Fast mode makes mistakes. Why smart people fall for manipulation more often. Here comes the uncomfortable part. Myers noted that intelligent, educated people are not immune to manipulation. Sometimes they are even more vulnerable. Why? Because smart people are very good at explaining their decisions. If they are influenced, they don't say, I was manipulated. They say, I made a rational choice. The brain hates admitting loss of control, so it creates explanations after the fact. This is called rationalization, and it protects self-esteem, not truths, emotions. The shortcut to the brain. Manipulation rarely works through logic alone. It works through emotion, fear, urgency, belonging, hope. When emotions rise, critical thinking goes down. This is why stressful situations make people more suggestible. This is why tired people are easier to influence. This is why anxiety and overload reduce skepticism. A calm brain analyzes. A stressed brain reacts. Humor, an unexpected defense. Hear us something interesting. One of the best defenses against manipulation is humor. Not jokes for entertainment. Humor as distance. When you can laugh at a situation, it loses pressure. It loses urgency. Manipulation needs seriousness. It needs tension. It needs speed. Humor says, "Wait a second. Let us look at this from the outside." David Myers often emphasized awareness over paranoia. Not constant suspicion, just noticing automatic reactions. The illusion of control. People like to believe they are in control of their decisions. In reality, many decisions are influenced before we even notice. This doesn't mean we are helpless. It means we need humility. The most dangerous belief is, "I am too smart to be influenced." That belief removes the last line of defense. The key takeaway: mind manipulation is not magic. It is not evil genius behavior. It is the use of normal psychological mechanisms. Social proof, authority, consistency, scarcity, emotion. Understanding these mechanisms doesn't make you immune, but it makes you slower to react. And slowing down is often enough. The most powerful question you can ask yourself is simple. Is this my decision? Or was I guided to it? That pause creates space. And space.
Real-life examples of mind manipulation. You've seen these before. 1. The online review traps. You want to buy a simple thing. A phone charger, a blender, a pillow. You see 2 options. One has 4.9 stars and 300 reviews. The other has 4.3 stars and 17 reviews. You don't read the details. You don't compare materials. You click the first one. Why? Because your brain says, so many people can be wrong. That is social proof in action. Later, when the charger breaks, you don't say, I was influenced. You say, well, statistically it made sense. That is how manipulation hides. It feels like logic. 2. The expert. On TV. You rewatching TV or scrolling online. A calm person appears. They speak slowly. They use confident words. They look professional. They say, psychologists recommend. Experts agree. Studies show. You nod. You don't ask which psychologists. You don't ask which studies. Your brain already relaxed. That is authority bias. The funny part, if the same person wore a hoodie and spoke nervously, you doubt everything. Same words, different outfit, different effect. 3. The free trial that wasn't free. You sign up for a free trial. No risk, no payment today. Just one click. A week later, you recharged. You think, well, I've already used it. So you keep the subscription. Not because you love it, but because canceling feels uncomfortable. That is consistency bias. You didn't choose the product. You chose to stay consistent with your past self. 4. The countdown timer that lies. You on a website. A timer starts counting down. Offer ends in 10 minutes. Your heart rate increases slightly. Your thinking speeds up. You buy. The next day, you returns. The same timer starts again. Funny, right? But it worked. Scarcity doesn't care if it's real. It only cares if it feels urgent. 5. Everyone is doing it. Office decision. At work, someone suggests a new system. No one fully understands it, but everyone nods. You nod too. Why? Because being the only person asking questions feels risky. That is social conformity. Later, when the system fails, everyone says, I had doubts from the beginning. Of course you did, but you didn't say them. The influencer who just shares. An influencer says, I normally don't promote things, but I love this. They smile. They look relaxed. You trust them. Why? Because your brain categorizes them as someone like me, not someone selling. That is familiarity bias. Advertising works best when it doesn't look like advertising.